Hey, folks, welcome back to another episode of Mountain Bike Q&A. I'm your host, Johnny U. Why am I full screen? This is so weird to me. I'm like all up there. Usually you just see me in the background or with the background or whatnot. I am completely full screen. The glasses are fogging up. I'm hot. Thank you guys for coming on. I'm really excited. My sister here says I'm not late. No, we just started. I am doing my little opening spiel, whatever it is. I'm so hot and I need a haircut. Look at this. Look at that. It's like kicking out on the edges right there on the sides. Whatever, folks. Thank you for joining another episode 81, I do believe, of Mountain Bike Q&A. And I appreciate you guys going on the Spotify. I don't even look at that. And then all of a sudden I look at it and I've got some listens with barely any like promoting it or whatnot. So I really appreciate you guys for going on afterward and listening to it on your drive home or whatnot. And if you could leave one of those little stars, just hit a star or a like and subscribe. It's completely free. And I appreciate it. It means a lot to me. Oh, we got Trail Monster in here. Neil, he's saying something. I don't know, but thanks for hopping in here, man. Look at this. I'm schwitzing. I was walking up and down the stairs about 15 times. Enough about me, folks. Let's bring on the man of the hour, the person that you want to see, I want to talk to, good friend Zach Round, Tumor Warrior. What's going on, brother?
Hey, what's going on? Thank you for having me on.
Oh, no problem. I told you, I'm just so hot.
It's all good. You know, Florida heat's pretty bad. So
you know what it is the AC up here. This thing is blocking it, so I don't have it blowing on me. So I need it. Whatever.
Yeah.
Trail
it's
Monster,
all good though.
Trail Monster says, "Hey, what's going on, brother? How you doing?
What's going on? How you doing?
We're all doing good. How are you doing, sir?
You know, I'm doing all right. It could be better, could be worse, but I'm doing all right.
You're doing all right, man. So, okay, Johnny's gonna cool off. I love that we're in your bedroom. Thank you for making this an intimate moment.
Oh yeah, no problem. Yeah.
I wish there was a candle in the background.
Here, wait, hang on. If you want, I can dim the lights. Oh wait, no, that's only one light.
Oh no.
But yeah.
No. We want to see your beautiful face and all that hair, sir.
Thank you.
Look at this.
Thank you.
Yarno fractured wire. Finland is in the house.
Finland. Oh,
nice. you know Yarno, right?
I haven't met him. No, not personally, obviously. But I really do want to ride in Finland. That would be really cool. Some of the riding overseas is just amazing. So I would really enjoy that.
It's I don't know how to say, it's almost alien. It looks, because it's from a different country, I guess. I don't know, but the one park that he's always riding just looks amazing. Yeah. Just the terrain and stuff. And you get that cool lift. I think you just hold on to a string or something and it pulls you up.
Oh, geez. I'd be that one rider, where you see him just like being drug up by his camelback or on his back, just like,
You're holding on to your butt and you're being slid on the ground like this.
Exactly. Oh. That'd be me.
So, Zach, since we've last talked, you have graduated from college.
That is correct. Yes, I've graduated from college.
Well, summa cum laude, I presume.
I don't know what that means, so probably not.
You're high honors. You got to wear the ribbon and stuff.
Oh yeah, no. I wasn't that good of a student. I was a good student, but not that good of a student.
Oh, that's funny. But wow, what a journey that was.
Oh yeah, it was definitely an interesting journey. From 5 years in high school because of my brain tumor to 5 years in college. It was just like, it was great, but it was also just like, I'm with all these young kids. I don't want to be here anymore. Just get me out of here. I want to leave. But yeah, it was pretty fun.
That's funny. I took 6 years to graduate college. I was in no hurry. I should be a doctor.
You should. Dr. U
in the house. So exactly. For people who are just coming on and maybe new to the channel and getting to meet Zach, Zach had a tumor, hence Tumor Warrior. Could you just quickly for new listeners and people that are coming on that don't know you, give a
Okay.
brief
All right.
the cliff notes, if you will, of your journey.
That's the thing. The Cliff Notes is still a long process because the journey is just so vast in size that you can't really say anything about it. Like you
Yeah,
can summarize one thing and then you go, I wish I would have said that, that, and that, and wish I didn't say that. It's like there's so many moving parts that went on in my journey, but I will try to get it
a
down
lot.
to as narrow as possible. Okay. So in 2017, I was on a mountain bike ride. I crashed on the mountain bike. That sent me over the bars. I was then sent to a trauma hospital via helicopter because my hip was my not my hip, my pelvis was not feeling the best. And also I was kind of just like out of it because I got knocked out, come to find out later. But I was sent over via helicopter. They took a CT scan. That is the protocol of the hospital I went to, was to take a
Mhm.
CT scan, and that CT scan revealed a mass in my brain. The doctors didn't know, so they ordered an MRI, and that MRI confirmed what they were thinking, and that was a brain tumor. So I had a brain tumor the size of a golf ball, and that's what led to my first surgery, my first ever surgery too, by the way, and it was like
Yeah,
one of the most deadly surgeries. I think it's a little less deadly now with all the technological advancements, but yeah, I know that made me feel really old, even though it was just 7 or 8 years ago,
yeah.
right? But yeah, so I went into that surgery, and then I had gotten out of that surgery. I was feeling okay, and I went to the doctor for a checkup. The checkup then kind of turned completely south, and I
Oh,
started projectile vomiting, started not feeling good, and that's when they sent me back to the hospital and they got me some tests, and I found out I had bacterial meningitis, and it was a doozy. I
wow.
stayed in the hospital for about 3 weeks, had a total of 3 surgeries for that stay, got sent
Yeah.
home, but the antibiotic they put me on didn't finish off the bacterial meningitis all the way, and it gave me a side effect of kidney stones, which is known for that medication. So, I started not feeling good. I go back to the hospital. Turns out my right kidney was in renal failure, left kidney was on the brink of renal failure.
Oh,
I had kidney stones, had that surgery, and then I had a couple more surgeries because the bacterial meningitis did eventually come back. So it was back to square one. I was in the hospital that stay for around 1.5 to 2 months, and that resulted in, I want to say, 5 surgeries during that time. And then I went home, had another surgery to remove all the tubes that were still in me from that stay, and everything was clear May 1st of 2017, or was it May 31st? Ooh, that's a good question.
you better get the date right.
I know I need to get the
I'm
day
holding you
right.
to
I
it.
know, I know. I should pull up my website. My website documents everything. It has a scorecard, timeline, everything
It's all
on it.
down there. It's all
It's
down in the description.
www.tumorwarrior67.com. Just a little shameless plug right there.
Yeah, I
But
got it down there in the description.
yeah, but anyways, I was good for about 3 months after that. I started feeling pretty crappy. For the time. Oh, I completely forgot one of my surgeries. I'm sorry. So it was May 1st where I got all the tubes out, and then May 31st was when I had another surgery. So that was my 10th. I had that surgery. It was a radiation gamma knife. So it was a radiation treatment, like surgery type thingy. It was
Mhm.
called gamma knife. It's a very pinpoint accurate radiation because when you're in the brain, you need pinpoint accurate radiation, right? You can't have just general radiation or you're gonna fry your brain.
Yeah, it's just right there.
So yeah, so I had the pinpoint accuracy, that radiation. I got the rest of the tumor removed based out of that one, and then um where was I? And then it was a 2-month break where I was good, and I started feeling like crap. So every time I would wake up, I'd feel like crap. So in the
Oh,
morning, so it was kind of like I was pregnant with morning sickness, even though that's physically impossible.
yeah.
But that's what happened, where I just felt like dog shit in the morning. Sorry, I didn't mean to cuss, but
It's
that's
okay. You're
how
an
it felt,
adult.
right? So I go back to the hospital. I'm wondering what it is. Get another surgery to kind of help me monitor my ICPs, which are intracranial pressure. It's kind of so it's kind of how a car works, right? You have a motor, you need to lubricate it with oil. You have your
Yeah.
brain, you need to lubricate it with CSF or cerebral spinal fluid. And the way you monitor it is with ICPs or intracranial pressure, right? So
Huh.
that's the pressure in it. So they needed to monitor the ICPs, and how they do that is they drop in a sensor into your brain. You got to wear like this big like bolt thing on your head for 48 hours. So they keep you in
Wow.
the hospital, that sort of thing, and they send you away. The doctor sent me away. He was like, "Yeah, it's because your gamma knife surgery, your body overreacted to the gamma knife treatment and created a cyst where the brain tumor was. So now I have a cyst in my brain."
Good Lord.
And then I go out of the hospital for about a month, and then my neuro-ophthalmologist wants to fix my eyes because I got permanent double vision out of the first surgery. Sorry, double vision. Come to find out it's permanent,
Yeah.
but I had double vision. She goes in to fix my eyes. She was very confident in it, and it did help it a little bit. But I go back to the hospital in 2 more months because my neurosurgeon, he was like, "Well, you can't live on steroids all the time." Wait, did I mention that I was on steroids? That's what he sent me
No.
home with. Okay, so after my see, I went on a tangent. I need to
It's
get this straight.
all good.
So
We're here
after
for it.
my 11th surgery, my IC to monitor my intracranial pressure, my neurosurgeon puts me on steroids, not the kind that make you big. Well,
Oh,
I mean, in the way they do make you big, they make you
yeah.
fat, they make you want to eat a lot. But he put me on steroids. Then I get my eye surgery. I just talked about it. And then for my 13th surgery, he wants to go in and fenestrate or drain the cyst. And that's where my right side facial paralysis comes in. So if you're listening, that's why I kind of sound a little different while I talk. If you're watching, you know, it's kind of obvious.
You can see
Um,
that.
yeah, you can see a little bit of droop. And then that's when cyst got fenestrated. That's when my um, face got paralyzed. And my eyes, right, they were getting slowly fixed out of that eye surgery. They went
Mhm.
straight back to the start. So it got
Oh,
all messed up, all redone. So I haven't done anything since with the eyes. So flash forward about a year and a half. That's
mhm.
when I get a facial nerve reconstruction surgery. That was my first one. And then 365 days after that, I get another facial nerve reconstruction surgery. So I'm at 15, and I think that was when we last talked. Yeah,
Yeah. No,
15.
well, I remember when we talked, I think you had like 19 surgeries.
19. No.
19. Okay, so it's 15. I thought it was
I
more.
thought was it 15? Maybe.
Maybe it was
Yeah.
15.
It was 2022. It had to be 15 because 2020, no, 2021. Wait a minute.
3.
Yeah, 2021 was my only surgery-free year I've had since 2017.
Okay, so have you had more?
Yeah, so I talked to you after my 15th surgery. I've
Okay.
had 3 more, a total of 3. I've had
Whoa.
2. Wait. Yeah, I've had no. I'm butchering this. Let's see.
It's okay. We're not, there's not going to be a quiz afterwards, folks. So
I know there's not gonna be a
you're going to
quiz,
be good.
but someday I would like to be a motivational speaker based on my story, and if I don't get my story right, that's a
Yeah.
little incredible for a lot of people if they see that.
Do yourself a
So
TED
I'd like
talk.
to I'd like to give it right. Um, but so I've had 3 surgeries since then. No, yeah, I've had 3 surgeries since then. I'm trying to think what years I had them. Was it? It was two of them
Two.
in 2023.
Okay,
Yeah,
yes. So
two
we
in
talked.
2023.
When was the last
So
time we talked? Was 23 or
I think we talked in 22, right?
wow? I don't know if I was
Or
live then.
22.
Yeah, maybe 20.
Anyways,
Folks,
2023,
look
I
this
had
up.
two surgeries. First surgery was I'm a football player, stat padding. It was wisdom teeth. It wasn't really a surgery regarding everything, but it's still a
Yeah.
surgery technically. And then, like 3 months later, I had a kidney stone removal surgery. I had a pretty big kidney
Ooh,
stone. I had a kidney stone the size of a golf ball in my right
cool.
kidney.
Try to pass that.
Yeah, that's not happening.
No,
So they had to surgically remove it because I wanted to go back into football. Come to find out, that didn't happen because, some circumstances beyond my control. And I didn't go on to finish football in my senior year. And then
oh,
it turns out I had another surgery just recently, actually, and that was for a pilonidal cyst. What a pilonidal cyst is, it is a cyst that grows it's between your tailbone and your butt crack. So it's like right between that. Do you know where like the three little dimples on your butt are? Like
yeah. I
right
don't
in the,
have those, but I know what you're talking
yeah, it's
about.
like those little
Yeah, look,
dimples, right?
girl.
So when hair falls down, this happens mostly to hairy athletes like me and hairy athletes.
Okay.
So what happens is the hair breaks off the follicle and it falls down and then it gets jammed into your skin and the friction rubs it in and your immune system sees the hair in your body and it protects it, creates a little ball and protects it. And that's what
Yeah.
creates a cyst. So that
Wow.
happens right where those three little dimples are, and that's what was causing the cyst.
Huh.
So that the recent surgery wasn't remove that. It was getting it removed.
No, it's
So it got
oh,
infected, which kind of stinks, but other than the infection, it went smooth. And I'm all good now.
perfect. Yarno says the amount of surgeries, you should get some kind of membership card at the hospital. They got
Yeah, it was a children's hospital, so I don't think the membership would apply to me anymore.
well, you need a new membership. You've got the miles, you got the surgery miles.
Yeah,
You
I
get
I
next
do, I
surgery
do.
for free.
It's been quite a few surgeries, but
Holy cow. So today you are good.
yes, today I am good. I mean, I have a little bit of back pain, which I'm getting old, I swear. I was Do you wanna know
21.
how I heard it? I was standing up out of a chair, and then I felt tight. I was like, "Ooh." So I started stretching it, got tighter and tighter and tighter, and it hurts.
Welcome to old age, sir.
This
You're
shouldn't be
just a
happening.
baby.
It shouldn't be
I,
happening.
I make noises when I get out of the car. JT, the Dusty Dutchman, what's up, Breckenridge, Colorado? What are you
JT,
doing
how
out
you
there?
doing, JT? I haven't met you, but I've seen you around.
Neither have I.
Yeah.
JT's a good kid. They're all good kids here. Um, Here's a question. Now that you've graduated college
Mhm.
and people are up to speed on all the surgeries and stuff, uh, um, what are you doing now? Now that you've graduated, what do you got
Yes.
going on?
Right now, what I'm doing is I work part-time at an athletic training company. It's called Core Athletic Training. We're in Newport Beach. We do after-school programs, recess enrichment programs, and like summer camps. So it's not really what I thought I'd be doing. I'll
Uh-huh.
be honest. I applied there on my internship because I needed an internship for my school, and it said sports management or like manage or sports communication management or something like that,
Uh-huh.
right? So that was one of the tags that hooked me into it. So I applied. I emailed the hiring manager, and I finally got into an interview, and they explained like, oh, this is like a kids camp sort of thing, and I was like, well, I put in all that work and it's not what I want, but I don't want to do any more work, so I might as well, right? And I
Yeah.
do it for the summer, and I enjoy it, right? I really enjoyed it. It's not what I thought, but I'm good at it, and I really enjoy it. So
Yeah.
that's what I do for a part-time job. I'm also a football coach at Laguna Beach High School.
Look at you.
I am the assistant offensive line coach, and hopefully things go well, and yeah, hopefully it goes well. And that's where I'm at for the fall, summer, and some of spring. Um, and then
You're
also on top of that, I mountain bike. Yeah, I've been dabbling into racing recently, which I do have a race coming up on Sunday, which is pretty
okay.
cool. And then I've been creating content. That's pretty much how it's been. Don't
My,
sneeze. Oh,
yeah, my wife says, "Don't sneeze. Your back will be out for weeks." Brother and I, the JT hurt himself tying his shoes.
oof.
Um,
Yeah, it's the back is a very finicky thing, and
oh, welcome back to the
exactly,
club. How I hurt my
exactly. I
back.
woke
Well, I
up.
woke up. Yeah, everybody's hurting their backs, man. I've been carrying a camera on my shoulder for almost 30 years, and I just have a bad back. I mean,
Yeah. Well,
it's
it
chronic
doesn't
pain.
really help with how tall you are, right?
Oh,
Because
I'm not,
that weight is so far off the ground where it doesn't help, right? If you're
I'm not
close to
that
the ground, it
tall.
helps more, so
See, Zach and I have met, and he knows
yeah.
how tall I am. I'm not that tall.
Yeah, you are. When I met you, I saw you and I was like, "Oh my
I'm
goodness."
only 6'1".
You're not 6'1", you're like 6'3".
No, well, with shoes, maybe.
No, I'm 6'1", and I looked at you and I was like, "Wow, that guy's pretty tall."
No, I think we were nose to nose.
Nose to nose? Yeah.
You are
You
tall
must
to
have
me.
been on your knees when you said that, because
Yeah.
there is no way we were nose to nose when you were standing.
So look, you got this job, you feeling it out and stuff, but seriously, you're what are you, 21?
I'm 26, or no, 25. Sorry. Thank you
Okay,
for thinking
okay.
I'm that young, but no,
You,
I'm
but
I'm
you're gonna be
25,
going through
unfortunately.
you're gonna be going through
Yeah.
uh, what do you call it? Jobs left and right. You'll
Mhm.
be
Yeah.
around. You'll be getting a feel for stuff. You'll be working it. Now, here's the question: you changed your name to Tumor Warrior Media.
Yes.
What's that all about?
Tumor Warrior Media is an extension of Tumor Warrior, right? So I am Tumor Warrior. I dropped the number 67. It was my football number in college. I don't play
Oh,
football anymore. And I didn't really think it was relevant to kind of like my persona. It's like, oh, 67. I kind of can see it, kind of don't, that sort of
yeah,
thing. So I dropped it and I added media because I kind of have my own media thing
yeah.
going right now, to where I shoot video, I take pictures, I edit both in Photoshop and Premiere Pro. I'm learning, other stuff like Lightroom, After Effects,
Wow.
you name it, right? And I'm learning that, but I've changed it to more media because media is more of a broad sort of thing. And if I want to bring in clients and potential customers, I'm going to want to be more broad, but also narrow. So Tumor Warrior is kind of what grew me up and grew me off the ground to where it
Yeah,
was straight Tumor Warrior. But now I added media to it. It's more of a broad thing because before people just followed me for me. Now, if you want to follow Tumor Warrior Media, you can follow me for me, but you can also follow Tumor Warrior Media because I do media stuff, right?
yeah.
I create videos, edit, that sort of thing.
So do you do that for other people as well?
I
Like you
do, yes, I
okay.
do. It hasn't gone off the ground just because I haven't reached out to anyone. I've done some free trials and
Mhm.
gotten their feedback on how it's gone, and I want to start it, and I've been dragging my feet on a lot of stuff, mainly content sort of stuff, but as soon as I get it done, it
Yeah,
I think it'll go, just cuz it's a
yeah,
very unique backstory. Not a lot of action sports videographers and photographers have the backstory I have, and that's
yeah.
what brings kind of uniqueness to it. You're not only getting a good product, but you're also getting a connection with a very unique backstory. So
Yeah.
it's kind of a pretty good thing to go after.
Now, are you doing this for other people's for their social media stuff? Because
Hmm.
you're a social media guy,
Yeah,
so you at
yeah,
least know that.
I can do it for their social media. I could do it for their website. I can do it for personal use. It doesn't really matter. What you want is, it's something that I will cater to because I do so many sort of things, right? I have expertise in social media and editing in social media. I also have expertise in creating like a longer form video, right? Like
Yeah.
interviews, that sort of thing. And I I've reached out into different niches and done different, is it niche or niche
It's
or
niche, niche,
niche?
niche. It depends on where you are.
That
I
word.
guess.
We know that word, right? That word. So
Niche,
I've reached
niche.
exactly. I've reached out into other areas and other topics. So I have a pretty broad perspective on how certain things work and how certain things don't. Right. So um yeah.
So, like, can people reach out, like someone like me, and be like, "Could you help me with X, Y, and Z for my social media, or give me a lesson
Mhm.
and what I need to know on how to
Yeah,
do
I
this?" Because
can.
I don't know how to do this.
Yeah, it's not really a consulting
Oh, okay.
thing, right? It's more of the physical media itself,
Oh,
right?
okay.
If
You
you see a
creating.
photo and graphics, or if you
Yeah.
see a video that's really well edited, right? That's the sort of thing that I would do. I wouldn't really do like the consulting thing, just
Okay.
because a lot of people wouldn't be like, "Oh, I'm gonna hire Tumor Media for consulting," even though he only has 3,900 followers on Instagram, right?
Yeah.
They're gonna go to someone like, "Oh, well, it's $20 more a month," but they also have like 50,000 more followers than him. So I'm gonna go with him because he's more of a reliable source.
Okay. He knows
That
a
sort of
little
thing.
bit. Okay. But
Mhm.
so do you do graphics?
Oh yeah, I do graphics. I do photography. I do graphics. I do what else do I do? I
Oh,
do
yeah.
videos. I do just I do POV shots as well. I've done
Did
some
you do
stuff,
this?
and yeah, yeah,
I, I
all that
pull,
stuff is done.
I'm pulling up his Instagram right now, Tumor Warrior underscore media, or just type in Tumor Warrior. What about that? You did that?
Hmm.
You did that.
Yeah.
Oh man. I want an animated logo for if I ever do a long format video other than podcasting.
Yeah, I
That
mean, I
is
feel like people they need a few types of logos. They need an animated logo for all their media stuff and
uh
whatnot, but also they need a still logo, like a full on still logo, like mountain bike Q&A. Like you would just need the full logo, and then
yeah,
also like a little logo, just the logo you buy. Like if they like you got Nike, like the Nike swoosh, and it says
yeah,
just do it. That's their full logo. But
yeah,
just the swoosh, if you see just the swoosh, you're like, "Oh, that's Nike." Right? So you
yeah,
need something to relate to the mountain bike Q&A. So like for instance, right? The mountain bike Q&A at the top of the screen. That could be your full logo, and then just your face. If you post that somewhere, you can be like, "Oh, that relates to mountain bike Q&A." Right? So
Oh,
that's kind of how the logoing works.
ladies and gentlemen, we're getting a master class here with Zach.
That is not a master class, but thank you for thinking that. I appreciate it. I
More than
really
I
do.
know. I just play dumb host on a podcast.
Oh,
Um,
no, you're not a dumb host.
so, but you've been doing that. Is that something that you hope that maybe get some traction and
Mhm.
start doing your own thing?
I'd like to start my own thing ultimately, but that's not really where my end goal ultimately is. My ultimate end goal would be me being kind of me being a motivational speaker for childhood cancer, being an advocate for childhood cancer and just
Mhm.
cancer patients in general, and just kind of speaking out on this because I know most people when they go through what I've gone through, most of them tend to close up and like hold on to their trauma, and like they'll speak to a therapist about it, or they won't
Yeah.
really bring it out. And I'm full throttle. Like, hey, you want to know about me? You want to know about this? Like, let's go. Let's get after it. Let's dive into it.
Yeah.
So, and
That's a great.
I just run full steam at it. I'm like, let's do it.
Let's talk about it. Let's make it, bring it out in the open and make it aware. People aware of it,
Exactly.
right?
Exactly.
Um,
Yes.
and you've been on like a boatload of podcasts. I'm
Yeah.
trying to look for anything.
I'm trying.
Look at these
But yeah.
pictures. I love this. But yeah, you have been on a lot of like uh, different types of podcasts. Tell me about there you go. Tell me about your run with all these podcasts. Which different podcasts have you been on? I mean, you obviously are very out front
Mhm.
with this tumor, if you will,
Exactly.
and the journey.
And
So
my goal is to kind of spread awareness to it. Not only spread awareness to it, but spread my story as well. Just because I've gone I've gone through all this incredible stuff, or all this negative stuff, and I've done incredible things with it. And that just shows the normal person. And it just shows everyone like what your mind can actually do when you set your mind to it.
yeah,
Right? If you don't give up, if you are disciplined, if you are consistent with everything, what can you do that seems impossible, right? My doctors, would they ever think I would have played college football after my brain tumor?
yeah.
No. And I can speak on behalf of probably 95% of people. No. They wouldn't think that
Oh,
a brain tumor survivor could play college football. Yet I did,
yeah,
right? The hard work, the effort, the consistency, the motive, or not motivation. I mean, discipline. Sorry, that was the word I'm looking for. But never giving up, discipline, consistency. Just keep going at it,
yeah,
even when you feel like you don't want to do it. Like just keep going at it. Keep going
yeah.
at it.
Do you even think your doctors would have thought like this is the greatest? You thought doctors would have thought like he's never going to get on a bike again.
Hmm.
Like that's
Oh
a
yeah,
fuck.
for
If
sure.
you're complaining about one thing and you that's this is a great example is you fall on your bike. Most people like I've fallen on a segment over here in Virginia Key. I still don't do that segment. It's still in my head.
Hmm.
You're like, I had a brain tumor. I've had 15 surgeries. I'm getting back on that bike.
Hmm. Yeah. Yeah, mountain
Before,
biking is something that I'm very passionate for, and I've been very passionate for it from a young age. I've been
yeah,
riding for 20 years,
yeah,
right? It hasn't been consistently, like it's been like off and on, that sort of thing. But that's because I was going through high school football, college football, and that takes up a lot of
yeah,
time, and they don't want you getting hurt. So they try everything in their willpower to get you off that bike and get you just going through football, right?
yeah.
So that that was off and on for me. And that's basically what it was. And I just I just kept doing it because it was fun. And then my brain tumor happened, and I was like,
Son of
I gotta find a way to get back on the bike. I gotta figure something
like,
out, you know?
this is not stopping me. I got to get on my bike.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
So when I figured out though that it was hard to walk, it was hard to eat, I had double vision, I was kind of like, ooh, this is gonna be really freaking hard. But not doing it was never in my mind. I
yeah,
never had a doubt that I wouldn't be able to do it, just because
yeah.
I knew how I was wired, and I know how stubborn I can get sometimes. I was just like, I'm doing it.
You're
Like,
an athlete.
yeah,
You're an athlete
exactly.
inside, man. The true athlete. What
Mhm.
up? So get back again to these talks. You said you want to be a motivational speaker, and you've done the different podcasts with different people talking strictly about this. Pretty much. Um, have you gotten to do any public speaking about this other than podcasts?
So my mom's friend, she moved to Hawaii, unfortunately, but their sons were in a band, and when they would have a gig, sometimes they would invite me to speak with them.
Oh,
So I have gotten some speaking with them. I've also had speaking. I spoke to the incoming freshman class my senior year about my story, and that was about
wow.
300 people. That was my biggest one,
Cool.
but yeah, it was really fun. It was nerve-wracking just because I haven't seen a crowd of that size, but
Yeah, I was gonna
it
say.
was it was super fun. I feel like I didn't do the greatest. Everyone said I did great, but I feel like I could have done better.
Oh,
But
map it out.
it was all a learning moment, and I'm hopeful that I get another opportunity to do it.
Yeah. My wife says, wish Zach was here in Miami this weekend. There was a huge event with the Miami Cancer Institute and the Miami Heat. Zach would be an amazing addition. Um,
Thank you. Yeah. I
that
hope I'd be an amazing addition.
that's it's a quick flight in and flight out. You can stay with us.
Yeah.
Um, come out on the boat with us this weekend.
Ooh,
Actually, I think
fun.
it's gonna be choppy.
Yeah.
Anywho,
What's a little bit of chop, you know?
it's a little bit of chop bouncing up and down. You get a little wet. You're on a boat. That's what happens. You
You've
get
seen The Wolf of Wall Street? A little bit of chop, we're fine.
a
Just
little
batting
bit
the
of
hatches,
chop.
right?
Don't worry about it. So you graduated. You got your own thing going on. You're fine. You're almost full steam content creating now. Like I can't keep up. I try to keep up with
Almost,
it.
almost, yes.
What is that like, that freedom now that you don't have class and that you can do the content that creating that you want to do?
I'll tell you what, the freedom, it's nice, but I don't have money to make that time really worth it. I need a little bit more money because mountain biking is very expensive. Content
Just a little,
creating is very expensive.
just a little.
So it's it's fun, the time aspect, the not having money and not having a lot of things to kind of create content with.
Yeah.
It's challenging, but it's also good because it kind of brings out even more creativity in you. So it's good
Huh.
in that way, but it's also just like I need more money, to get more
Yeah.
money though, I need less time, but I like time. So it's kind of just like, what do I
Uh,
do? That
that
sort of thing.
work life balance that kicks you in the
Yeah,
butt.
exactly. It
Yeah.
does.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. I wish I could create more, and I feel you on that. It's just having so many different hobbies, not just mountain biking.
Hmm.
There's boating, there's hanging out, there's all kinds of things, hanging out in the pool, whatnot. And I try to get it in whenever I can.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? I still don't, I don't know if I'm ever going to get past 1,000 with my subs. If you are new, please hit the sub,
Oh,
uh,
you definitely are going to get past 1,000.
like and subscribe. But you do have that freedom, and I love the fact that we get to see that riding with Zach. I
Hmm.
love your POVs because I don't know how to say this. You're a real rider. And if people know that you have double vision
Hmm.
and you do flub up, we're so used to seeing these crazy riders doing some whatever. I don't even know how to bring up, but you have a mishap
Hmm.
and you keep
Oh
that
yeah.
in there. It's real. It's real riding. That's what I love about your videos.
Hmm. Authentic
And
content. I mean, that's the way content is going right now. It's authentic, right? So if I wanted to create an Instagram reel right now, let's just say it was talking reel about motivation, I would try my hardest to make it a one cut motivational reel.
yeah,
Just because the pauses, the hemmings, the hawing, that's real, and people are more in tune to a real connection. During COVID, it was has to be jam packed, has to be super action packed, right? The attention span
yeah,
was off. But as
yeah.
people are now going back to work and people are getting off of those social media apps, their attention span is coming back out a little bit more to normal. Like it's not fully normal, right? But
Um,
it's still it's dragging out. So like in 2020, the attention span was like 3 seconds, right? Now it's like you can hook people in within the first 5. And
Yeah,
then, if you have them within the first 5, they're probably going to watch 15 seconds of content,
yeah,
that sort of thing. But what it was back in COVID, it's like first 3 seconds, if they're there, you have like a 50% chance they'll be there for 4 seconds. It has to be super good, like that sort of thing. And
yeah.
it's just
We
like,
were all on edge during COVID. We were like, you got to entertain me now.
yeah, exactly. Like everything was instant in COVID, and that's just not the way. It's shifting tides, right? So
Yeah,
it's going more towards the authentic sort of stuff. And I've also realized though, with YouTube, this will be good for your channel, but with YouTube, I've realized the longer the episode, the better it does.
wow.
It's weird. I don't know how. I know a little bit. I think I kind of understand how it does, but the longer the episode, the better. Just because, let's say someone watches 10% of a 20-minute video and
Yeah.
10% of a 1-minute video. YouTube, they see that as they watched, let's say, hang on. What's 1 minute of 20 minutes? That's,
What's
is that, I
what
don't know.
1 minute?
Let's just say it's 45 seconds, right?
Uh-huh.
They're on the so if they watch 10% of a 20-minute video, and that's roughly uh, that's that's roughly like 4.5 minutes. No, that's way too much. It's roughly like 2 minutes.
Come on, do
Let's
the
say that
math.
2 minutes. So say it's 2 minutes that they're on the platform. YouTube will see, oh, people are watching it for 2 minutes, even though it is 10%. That is 2 minutes of watch time on YouTube. And what
Yeah.
YouTube wants is YouTube wants people to stay on their platform. They don't want people going to other platforms. But
Okay.
if it's 10% of a minute, that's 10 seconds, I think. I don't want to be blasted for not knowing math.
Yeah. Just
That's like
we get
that's
what
roughly
yeah, yeah.
roughly 10
It's
seconds,
yeah.
right? YouTube will be like, "Oh, even though it is 10, let's say it's 20%. Let's say
6
it's
seconds.
more of a percentage, right?
Yeah.
It's still about 15-ish seconds. Which one do you think YouTube is going to post? The 15
Yeah.
seconds or the 2 minutes? Right?
2
So the
minutes.
longer, even though it's viewed at less duration time, it still is being viewed more in YouTube's eyes because YouTube just sees how many people or how long people are on the platform.
Yeah.
Right? So
Yeah.
that's why the long form, the really long
Yeah.
content
They're
kind of
really
works.
long. I
But
got
you also
what
got
the
to go, hey, can't just post 2 hours of nothing, and have like 1 or 2 people click on it and be like, oh, this is nothing, get a bad reputation, that sort of thing.
yeah. I had Seth Burn Peak. He just posted a video like an 8-hour marathon of his videos.
Oh my gosh.
And he had like 34,000 views or something like that from it. I'm like, I'm
Jeez.
not watching 8 hours of that. I've probably
Yeah,
seen them all anyway. What I find
exactly. Yeah.
interesting is the shorts lately with me. I always do better on Instagram, hands down,
Hmm.
with my shorts. But I've been posting, and on YouTube lately, and I used to take it down. Like if I like during the day, I'll see that it only got like 3 or 4 views.
Keep
I'll
it up.
delete it.
Just keep it up. Trust me. Because
And I'm keeping it up. And lately it's not blowing up, but for me, it's 500-600 views for
that's
me
still
on it.
good. Yeah.
Yeah, no, and I think it's incredible. Like normally I would be like, I'll just take it down and keep it on Instagram.
Hmm.
But I've noticed like I'll wake up, there'll be like 15 views by the end of the night.
Yeah.
Next morning, 400, 500. It was like, oh, I got in some kind of algorithm. It's very
Yeah.
weird.
That
I
that's
don't
that's
get
how it
any
was
of it.
with me, right? So when I was posting a lot of YouTube shorts, it'd be like, "Oh, your video has 8 views throughout the day." I'm like,
Yeah.
"Okay, well that was dud. Go make some more content. Look at it again." It's like 5.5K. It's like
Yeah.
where did all that where did all that traction come from? And it's like a spike at like some random time in the middle of the night cuz
Yeah. And it's the
people
least effort.
yeah, it's weird. It's even with stupid content. You know how you like scroll sometimes at night and you just want to find the dumbest thing and you find it so funny and you watch it over
Yeah.
and over. It's just that sort of thing. They just find that bit of content super funny or super entertaining at that time.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
I don't get it all. I never will. Luckily, I don't need the money from doing it, but
mhm.
what it is interesting that I'm doing. I actually had some guy just compliment me the other day. I thought it was really nice. He reached out on DM'd me and said, "Hey man, I really love your energy. I'm surprised you don't have more followers." And I'm like,
I am
I
too.
I just don't post as much as that's
Yeah.
that toilet break time of night. All
Yes.
right, man. He's working or something, man. It's like 4 a.m. there. Good for appreciate you, fractured rider. Such a great
Fractured
human
rider.
being. So you're riding now. You're riding a lot. Talk to me. Where are you riding?
So I live right next to Aliso Woods,
Everybody.
which is very fortunate. You've probably seen videos on Aliso Woods. It's where all like the pro riders go during the
Yeah.
winter for them. Like they all ride Telonics, that sort of thing, just to like keep training up. But most of the riders they go to like Aliso and Laguna Beach, and that's where I am. That's where I'm out of. So I'm
Oh,
very very blessed that I am able to go to that trail network. It's only a 5-minute pedal from my house, which is
I love that.
amazing. But I also go to Las Ramblas, which is a steep trail system. It's short and steep. Colinas is also short and steep. I mean, it's a little longer than Ramblas, but it's steep. And then the San Clemente single tracks, you've seen that where the White Mill is. I'm pretty
Oh,
sure.
yeah.
I go to the Santa Ana Mountains. That's where all the fun stuff is. And a lot of people don't go there because it's a lot of work to climb. But once you get those legs, it's super super fun. The trails out there are amazing. They're not ridden very often just
Yeah.
because no one goes out there. Super fun. And then I also ride out at Vale Lake. That's where we race. I
Okay.
ride sometimes at Greer Ranch in Marietta. I
I've heard all
ride.
these places. I've seen them all on videos from like Mark from the segment
Mhm.
and
Yeah,
and you,
I've ridden Norco. I've ridden
Outsider.
I've ridden the Fullerton Loop, but honestly, it's boring for me.
Yeah.
It's a great fitness loop, but it's boring. It's just a fire road with off hits, and you know, it's it's very hard to go to like the Fullerton Loop, even with a bunch of people going that I know. It's very hard to go when you have Aliso Woods right next to your house.
Yeah.
It's
It's
like,
just amazing how you
yeah.
guys have all this like right there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. I'm really blessed that I'm able to do that, obviously. But, let's say I live in the middle of the desert, right? I'm not going to be able to do anything. So,
Yeah. Yeah,
so
you guys
yeah,
got great. I mean, I know Adam, MTV Rad Dad, he lives in the desert out there at
yeah.
the spray, but he's getting the riding. But you guys have so much. How far are you from the my favorite place, the Sky Park?
I am no, I am 1.5 hours away.
Oh, okay.
It's like
Uh,
60-ish miles, something like that.
oh wow.
Interestingly enough, it is not even near my top 10 on favorite places to ride.
Yeah.
I'll be
No,
honest.
for me, I
Yeah.
just like the experience.
Mhm.
I like
Yeah,
the experience.
it's just not a place for me to ride. I don't really enjoy it. It's more cross country and less gnarly. I like more gnarly stuff and
Yeah.
more natural terrain.
Cross
And
country. That's cross country. You're not
yeah.
pedaling. Have you
What?
gotten? Have you gotten an e-bike yet?
Oh, heck no. Come on.
Whoa.
There's no
Whoa.
way.
Whoa. We just shots fired now.
It's nothing personally against well, a little bit personally, but it's nothing against them, right? It's
No.
against what I preach, right? I preach resilience, never giving up, being consistent, being motivated or not being motivated. I keep being disciplined, right?
Yeah.
Motivation, it fades. Motivation is like a roller coaster, it goes up and down, whatever. Consistency, discipline, it stays consistent, right? It stays at a straight line, and that straight line eventually just goes up if you can continue to be consistent. But the reason I say that is because it e-bikes, they take away the resilience in mountain biking. They take
Huh.
away, the sense of accomplishment in mountain biking. And that is one of the things, right? I
Wow.
preach resilience. It takes it away. It
So
takes away what I preach, right?
you
And
like that climb.
I don't like the climb. It just makes me feel accomplished, right?
Yeah. So you get to
Because
the top, you're like, I did this on
yeah.
my own.
And also in a way, it makes me a better person too, right? It makes me stronger. It makes me more fit. It makes me a healthier version of myself than when I started. So it has health benefits. It also boosts my mental health because I'm like,
Yeah.
I just did that. I can do more, right? And keep going and keep going and keep going and keep pushing, right? So that's what I find interesting in mountain biking. And that's what I fell in love with was okay, you're bad at it, get better by doing more of it. And some people argue they don't have time. I think honestly that's BS. They do have time. They just put their priorities somewhere else, right? So let's do a hypothetical. Middle-aged man, he's got a 9 to 5. He goes and he hangs out with his kids till 8 o'clock at night, puts them in bed, has to wake up at 6 in the morning, right? You could set aside 2 hours either for sleep or either for working on your fitness. It's what you prioritize at that time, and that's really what it takes.
No, I totally agree. And I am at fault. I do not put that
Mhm.
time aside.
Oh no, yeah.
I
I
mean, I
mean,
do. I do. When I do, I do. Like last night, I went
yeah,
for a bike ride for an hour and a half, did 14 miles.
yeah. I mean,
I
any
got,
bike ride is a bike ride if you
yeah,
think of it, right? Like even right now, it's all wet and rainy, and the trails are all muddy. I could go, to my park. I can go ride the hill like 5 times, like of the asphalt hill. That's still technically a ride, even though
yeah,
it might take me like 20 minutes,
it's a
you
ride. You're
know?
on your bike,
Yeah,
man. You just cleared your
exactly.
head.
Yeah.
Now,
And another thing about e-bikes, though, it's also not my preferred method of riding. It's not my type of, spiel, right? I'm more of an enduro mountain biker, and, e-bikes, they might be fun. It's just not my thing, right? I don't
yeah,
have a problem with them,
it's not your bad. It's not your
but
bad.
that's just one of the things I said, because it takes away the resilience,
Yeah.
it just takes away what I preach. Don't have anything
I
wrong.
just love being able to ride and not be completely exhausted. And I get more laps in. Like I'll ride 20 some miles now. I'll ride to and from and the trails,
Mhm.
like 24 miles. And I'm like, I come home. What do we got going on? I
Yeah,
still got energy.
exactly. Yeah, no, no.
But I'm also old enough to be your father, sir.
Well, it's funny that you say that is because I do certainly know that feeling when you're completely wiped out from a ride.
Yeah.
And, but it also I don't know, call me a psychopath, call me crazy, call me whatever, but I enjoy feeling like that, where it's just like everything hurts, but you just know in the back of your mind where it's like, I'm gonna be stronger. Like there's like it's not gonna kill me. I'm just gonna be stronger.
Spoken like a real athlete, a true athlete.
Thank you. Yeah.
Never was.
Hmm.
I've never was an athlete. I was always the big goofy kid. Um, so being the athlete and being able to ride more now, you took on a race.
Hmm.
Talk to me about that. How was it? What made you want to sign up? What got you through it?
Well, I've always been, a competitor. I've always wanted to compete. Going away
Mhm.
from football, obviously took out that competitive side in me, and it just
Yeah.
like built up. And I've raced before. I've raced BMX, raced cross country, and I really enjoyed racing. I was like, let's go after enduro racing because that's the riding I do. That's what I do right now, and I'm
Hmm.
very fit in enduro. So I went out and I wanted to race enduro. That's what I wanted to do. So I raced enduro. First race went horrible, horrible, right? Uh, every second in that race counted, and I lost about 2.5 minutes because of
Wow.
that. And the margin between me and the top three was like 2.5 minutes,
Oh,
right?
wow.
So I'm not saying I would have gotten in the top three, but I'm saying those 2.5 minutes are the difference between
Oh,
being great and being not. I mean, completing it without any major crashes obviously is an accomplishment,
yeah.
but the competitor in me is not satisfied with that. I got dead last in every single stage.
Oh,
I'm not fulfilled with that. And even if I go out, Sunday, and let's say hypothetically I win, I still wouldn't be satisfied with that.
come on, Zach. Don't be so hard on yourself.
Okay, that's what people
Ah!
think is I'm hard on myself, but I'm actually not. I'm not satisfied with what I can do. I always know I can do more, and I always am pushing myself to do more.
Yeah.
And that's where I think I was faulty in that race is I tried pushing too hard, and
Yeah.
that caused me to make silly mistakes, and those silly mistakes turned into bigger mistakes because I
Yeah.
tried rushing it.
We had, hold on 1 second here. Let's go here. Boom, boom, boom. Pulling up his YouTube
Oh god.
page. I won't
Thank you.
play it,
Yeah,
but
thank
crunch
you.
time, pre work shreds, race day.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
as you see, I watched it and
Sign up for the PF
oh,
Live.
shut up.
Wow, YouTube's putting ads on my video and they're not paying me? Come
Yeah.
on, YouTube.
We all
This
get,
is this is
look at that. 2 ads.
wow.
You need
Come on, that's
cash
a
money.
that's a premium purchase right there. Let's go, YouTube. Why are we doing
Look at this.
this?
So I watched your race here,
Mhm.
and you were like, I don't know if I posted a comment. I wanted to be like, don't be so like you'd mess up, and I can hear you
Mhm.
because you're actually talking during it. You were hard on yourself. That was your first race, right?
Yeah. It was it was just silly mistakes, and I'm really competitive, and I was just so pissed at myself that
Yeah.
I was doing all this stuff. Like things were not working the way I wanted them to, and I was like, come on, like real like I was just mad.
Yeah, you were. You could hear it if you watch it, folks. It's called Race Day. Mistakes were made during his first ever enduro mountain bike race.
Yeah.
It was so funny when you know somebody and you're watching their video, especially I was like cheering you on because there was
Yeah.
some really great moments in that. And then like you said, you would flub up and then we'd hear you go, come on, man. And you were like, what's going on here? And first off, get rid of the clipless.
Mm-mm.
You always have issues with those.
Okay, so
Did
I'm
you get new
on
ones?
they're not new, they're old, okay? So I had the PDME 700s. I switched to those after um after my riding. I switched to those because my old ones broke and they were super reliable, right?
No.
The OG SPDs, Shimano doesn't even make them anymore. That's how old they are, right?
Wow. I had those. Yeah.
They don't make them, but the SPDs, they were my favorite because I think they have more float than any of the pedals out there, and
Hmm.
I think it just costs too much to make them or something. I really don't know, but anyways, discontinued. I'm pretty pissed about it, but I stole. So my brother, he has SPDs on his bike, so I stole the SPDs off of his bike, and they take the same clipless pedal
Yeah.
attachment, right? And I was like, well, I'll just throw those clips on mine and we'll be good to go. And the writing was so much better. I mean, like I still messed up because I was getting back used to them. I still messed up on one of the times where I was trying to clip in and during my run, but like it was incredible. I was so confident when riding. I was like,
Oh
wow,
wow.
this looks like original Zach. Like I like this,
You were
that sort
feeling
of
it.
thing.
You
I
were
was
feeling. You were in the
excited.
zone.
Yeah, I was in the zone. I was good. I got so I set my top 3 times down the luge. It's a mountain bike trail over here. You've probably seen videos on it.
Yeah.
Tony Outsider he's done a
Mhm.
couple of videos, and a lot of people do videos on the luge.
Yeah.
So I was going down it and I set my top 3 times before my brain tumor, right? I was a fast kid before my brain tumor. And I'm going down it, I messed up. And I'm like, crap, whatever. Check my time. My third best time was
Ah,
set on that with that little slip up. And also, there were people trail building, so I kind of stopped and I thanked them. I was like, "Oh, thanks, man!" Like I went by them and whatnot, slowed my roll and everything.
yeah.
Still got a top 3 time, and I was like, "That's impressive."
As long as you
So
beat your time.
yeah, it was
Yeah.
good. It was good for sure, but it wasn't the PR, obviously. I want that in my heart, but you know, it's improvement. It's very good.
Yarno's like, it's funny when you push your riding to the limit versus riding hard but chill. Usually the chill is faster. Yeah, if you're riding really hard, you're pushing yourself to the limit, you're
Hmm.
more to make mistakes, maybe.
Yeah, yeah. You
But
just it was so much of I was just trying and trying and trying too hard, and I was trying to force a good run when in enduro racing and enduro riding, actually just in riding in general, the best riding is smooth riding. And you know that saying, smooth is fast and fast is smooth.
yeah,
It's true, right? And I knew that going into it. I was like, okay, gotta ride smooth. But once I would slip up, that's when I'd start forcing it, and everything would just go out of my brain. I'm like,
yeah,
gotta go, gotta go, gotta go. And that's when I would mess up more and more and more.
yeah.
And I needed to, fix that.
I got a question about that video. You're going down, I don't know, look like a rock garden or something. There's a guy
Hmm.
off to the left. You're like, you're okay. And then all of a
Yeah.
sudden you're like, I think he said no. Did you ever find out about that guy?
Yeah, so yeah, actually we talked. His name's Robert. He's from Huntington Beach. I don't know if, he wants
Okay.
that information out there, but he was one of the racers from the category in front of me. He went down um and he got back up. I told the guys at the bottom because I was one of the last people to drop.
Yeah.
And I told the guys at the bottom, and then all of a sudden he comes riding down and he was like, "Oh, dude, I took a gnarly spill. I jacked up my hand, my back,
Oh,
and he was like, yeah, I've got to, rest up a little bit, see how it is." But I told him, I was like, hey, I hope to see you out here at the next races, man. You know, kind of just hyping him up after the crash. But yeah, he was good, which is awesome.
yeah.
I was happy for him that he was good.
What's that? See, I mean, I'm not a competitive person, so put me in that situation. The stress levels are up.
Hmm.
Does that amp you? Does that anticipation of competition amp you up, or does it do like for me, like
I do good under pressure. I was more jittery than I was nervous about that. I
uh,
was just jittery to get back out there. So I did BMX racing, I did
mhm,
cross country racing. I'm not foreign to racing. I'm not foreign to being under
yeah.
pressure. So being under pressure for me is more of a privilege than it is a burden.
Wow.
And I really enjoy being under pressure just because I've had so much pressure against me where I've just like kind of tuned it out, and I was like, this is where my best work comes from pressure.
Yeah,
And
you're like, I've been through some stuff.
yeah,
I can do
exactly.
a race.
Exactly. Yeah. So I enjoyed it. Um but for racing, how it goes basically is I'm going to try to put you into the position as best as possible.
Mhm.
You show up to the parking lot, get your bike ready. There's not a lot of chatter going on just because a lot of people are nervous,
Yeah, there are.
but you kind of roll around, you see some familiar faces, you say what's up, you talk about the race that you're about to do, you go up to the top, and then you drop in. That's basically
Yeah,
how it goes. It's not anything that is overly impressive, but
yeah.
it still is fun.
So you're now you've done one. You got another one lined up.
Yeah, I do. Yes. I've got one lined up on Sunday. That is round 4. I was planning on racing round 1 and 2, but my most recent surgery, the recovery went a little longer than I thought. I wasn't
Yeah.
able to race those, but now I'm racing round 4 and then round 5 eventually in May, which is weird because we go like back to back and then we have like a month break. And I'm like,
Wow.
so I'm really amped for this race to kind of back out there and prove myself again. Just
Yeah,
because I
man.
had a terrible showing last time, and I was like,
And
this
you
time
can't have that.
all we're gonna do is ride smooth. We're not gonna set any PRs, just smooth riding. Be calm. You're good. So
Nice. Trail monster. Night riding as well. So many people get PRs riding the same trail, but at
oh,
night.
that's probably what it was. So back in 2015 and 2016, I would night ride the crap out of the luge. I think
What?
that's where some of my PRs came from was night riding.
I've
It
never ridden at night.
it's really fun. I enjoy riding at night. It's definitely different. And
Yeah.
I definitely would say it's not for everyone just because it's got kind of an eerie feeling because
Yes.
all you know is what is in front of you. You don't see the side. So with the luge, it has exposure. You've seen video, so you know the
Yeah.
exposure, right? You don't
Yeah.
see that at night. So you're just cruising along thinking like, oh, it's a normal trail. But, like, in the back of your mind, it's like, "Oh, there's exposure, but you don't see it, so you're probably okay." That sort of thing. So
Yeah.
you're just cruising along, having a great old time.
See, some of our parks here have do have night riding,
Mhm.
um, like once a month or whatever,
Yeah.
And now that it's staying lighter longer now, thank you. Um, I might be able to start bringing I've thought about it, like bringing my bike to work and just hitting the trail afterwards, since it's going
Yeah,
to be
do
staying
it.
open till 7. Because our parks close.
Yeah.
They're run by the county and the city, but they do have night rides. My only thing with the night ride is maybe it'll be good because I'm a lot slower than most people. Not that I have, now that I have an e-bike, that's not true. Um, spiders. I
Spiders?
don't like I don't like spiders.
Well, night
We have
riding, you
very large
probably won't
spiders.
see him.
What's
You
that?
do? Night
Yeah,
riding, you
we
probably won't see him. I'll be honest.
but if they hit me in the face, what are you doing? Is there a spider near you?
No, I, like, felt something. I thought it was my
See, we're
cat.
talking spiders, and you already felt something. See, you're saying
No,
spiders
I
does
thought
that.
I thought it was my cat. Okay?
Oh,
It's good.
Kaz Ozeki in
I've
the
gotten
house.
two new cats as well. So
What's up? Kaz is
yeah.
saying, "What's up?"
Kaz, what's good, my friend?
Kaz. Are you?
Yeah.
Is he the rice and eggs guy?
Rice and
Did he
eggs.
mention that one time? I haven't tried it yet. I'm going to do it this weekend. I
Oh, the
think it.
spam,
No, it
right?
might have been spam too. I did buy spam. I don't eat
Okay.
pork, but I got the turkey one.
Yeah, because I know Kaz, he brings spam to a lot of places. It's weird, but it's true.
They have it in his
He
pocket.
does.
He
And
just goes,
I
guys, I
I
bought spam.
yeah, see, he said in the chat, yes, that's me. That's him. I'm right. Yeah. Let's go.
Oh, my wife needs to see the cats, please.
Ugh.
But okay,
If
so
you
yeah, you get you
if you
he does the
entertain
rice.
if you entertain the Ottomans for like a minute, I can probably go get him.
I can juggle. I have a couple things I
Can
could
you?
probably juggle. So we'll
Would
talk
this
about
be
the
okay
rice.
if I go and grab
Yeah.
them?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes. Yes.
let's answer the
Everybody,
question first, though. Let's answer the question.
what's the question?
You had a
No, I
question for
was
me.
asking if he was the one that puts rice or the eggs on rice, and I haven't done that yet. I
Okay.
may have to do that this weekend with Spam. I found a new love for Spam, turkey Spam. It's horrible.
I'm
He's
gonna
gonna
go
go get
grab
the
my
cat.
cats real quick.
He's gonna go get the cats real quick. So my wife is really happy. He's gonna get cats real quick. But rice, tell me, folks, if you put your eggs on rice, it sounds fantastic. And then a little bit of Spam on there. We want, what is this? My wife, oh no, she doesn't. Eggs on rice, sukiyaki. Okay, I guess it has a name, sukiyaki. Folks, he's going to get his cats, but if you are listening on Spotify afterwards, leave in a comment. What do you like with your eggs? Because I'm thinking about the rice, and I know I keep talking about this, but I think it's a fantastic, and especially a runny egg. Like if you break open the yolk and get that rice with a little, cause if you could chime in here. John Urell is in the house. What's up? My buddy Dave, his son's in the house, joining in. I appreciate you. Not late. You're never late when you're coming in. Look at folks. If you're looking at Zach's room right now, do you think he's got enough pillows? How many pillows do you need, sir? You're one person. That's crazy. What kind of cats do you think they are? I think a tabby, maybe just a little tabby, and maybe a sphinx, maybe a sphinx. Oh, what do we got here? Oh, it's a he's got two. Bacon over medium eggs and rice. The soy sauce. Yes. Thank you. Thank you for chiming in about that because I remember you talking about that and I still haven't done it yet. Look at this. Ladies and gentlemen, he brought his kitties. Kitties. Oh, look at you. Now, what kind of cats are they? Just regular mutts, if you will?
These are domestic short hairs.
Domestic short hairs.
They are this guy, he's a little crackhead. I think he's got a little bit of bangle in him. He is an absolute crack addict. Yeah, so he's got bangle in him, I think.
Oh, I love that.
And then this guy right here.
Oh, I think my dogs are barking at the screen.
Big
downstairs.
guy. He's a big cat. He's pretty fat, but
putty tats.
He's also going to be big. So,
are orange cats as crazy as everyone says? We had an orange cat, Bella. She was ridiculous.
Yeah, orange cats are pretty spastic. Not gonna lie, but they are lovers.
Yeah, we had 3 cats at one point in this house, and now we just have 2 dogs. We're an animal family. We don't have kids.
Okay.
What was Bella? Bella had orange in her. Are you kidding me? We've never had an orange cat.
You got to get a full orange cat. Those are real fun cats.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so we were talking eggs still. We were on the eggs.
Eggs?
Yeah, we were talking eggs and rice with soy sauce.
Oh.
I want to throw some Spam in there this weekend. We're going to have a blast, honey. Tonight we're making, or tomorrow, or Saturday. Rice, eggs, and Spam. Pull up to the table, Zach.
I wish. It's not a easy drive, but I'll see if I can make it.
I've done it.
Yeah.
When I lived out at when I lived in LA, I drove back when I moved back.
Okay.
4 days in a U-Haul. Not fun.
No, that is not fun at all.
No. So, hey, am I going to see it Ride and Shine this year?
Are they doing Ride and Shine this year?
I think it's a yearly thing.
Oh.
I
haven't seen anything about it. I mean, you'll see me for
fun.
the morning. I'll probably get a little bit of laps in the morning, and then I'm gonna probably head over to somewhere else in the San Bernardino Mountains to go ride.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah,
I think I'm gonna go. I'm pretty sure they're gonna have it again this year, and I'm I'm putting some time off to do it because that community out there that you guys have is just amazing.
Hmm. Oh
It,
yeah, it's incredible that the community out there. It's super good. You know,
what are you doing? Zach is we've lost Zach's attention,
sorry,
and
my cat. So I have a little lighting bag. My cat's sitting in it,
that's
and
what they do.
he's playing with something. So
That's so funny. I did some training at the San Bernardino Sheriff's Department a few years ago. Training, nice.
oh, nice, yeah. San
What
Bernardino's. It's a pretty chill, not chill, but pretty decent sheriff department.
what was I gonna say? Oh, back to the racing. What is the vibe like there during the race? Well, you got all these people cheering you on, or you just do you even hear that? Or are you just so in the zone? I've always wanted to know that. Like
It's
sometimes people have bells.
Yeah. So for my first race, it was interesting because I'd be in the zone, right? And then all of a sudden you'd be riding, and then for some reason, all you would hear is like just a loud booming like crowd effect. And then you just hear them for the rest, and you're just like, whoa, like it throws you off for a quick second. You're like,
Oh,
oof.
okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
I wondered
you
if
don't
that like
even
I've always wondered if that distracted riders.
no, I've got to work on keeping my composure around that because that was one thing I definitely felt that I need to work on as well. Because when I'd be riding, I'd go into it and I like kind of see them out of my peripheral vision, kind of don't because I'm focused on the trail. And then
Yeah.
all of a sudden, you just hear full crowd noise, and you're just like, "Oh crap! There's an actual
Whoa.
crowd there!" Like, whoa, it's weird, but it's cool. It's really fun. I enjoyed it. I almost died actually in front of the crowd. I'm pretty sure you saw that on my Instagram. But but yeah,
Oh, yeah,
it
so
was
I remember that one
yeah.
section where you didn't know you were jumping or
No, I knew I was jumping. I was going to manual it, and right as I go to manual it, my foot comes unclipped in midair.
yeah,
And yeah, it just completely messed up my whole run. And I was like, oh, well, that sucks.
yeah, messes up your cadence and stuff. Yeah, I was
Mhm.
wondering about that. So you still have the double vision though.
Yeah,
Di- So gosh darn it, stop being so tough on yourself. You're riding a trail, you're seeing two of them. Everyone else has got one.
exactly. Yeah, everyone does have one. But
Don't make me.
at the end of the day, if you say, well, it's because I have double vision, that just sounds like an excuse. I mean, it's a medical reason, but to me, it sounds like an excuse,
Okay.
right?
You are
If I'm able to go out and ride with people,
no.
and I'm able to ride at the level they're at with double vision, there shouldn't be a reason as to why you can't ride clean, right?
Yeah.
If you're doing that, there's no reason.
Again, so inspirational, Zach.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you.
You really and do people being inspirational have you and you do this on your Instagram a lot with your words of wisdom or little inspirational quotes or whatever
Mhm.
you're doing. Um, do you get the good feedback that you're hoping to bring to as an inspirational person, as somebody who aspires to inspire?
No, not really. I don't get that much feedback, but I will say I don't need that feedback to create that stuff, right? I don't need the validation. I don't need the clarification that, oh, it helps somebody. Because at the end of the day, even if I stop posting, I'd be satisfied with what I've done
Yeah,
because I've already affected people's lives with like, and these are people that I don't even know exist. And they're
yeah,
reaching out like, oh, you've, completely changed my life. Or people who I barely talk to, they go, you've completely inspired me to switch my life and turn it around. I'll give you an example. My friend, or not my friend, an acquaintance that I knew.
Mhm.
He lived at the end of the hall from me, freshman year of college. And me and him, we were completely different people. He had long hair, he was the stoner, drunk, like just at school to have fun, music major, that sort of person, right? And he just, vibed out, just had fun. Like it was great. I didn't think much of it. That's just my personality. But I was like, hey, if you enjoy it, do it. Like,
Yeah.
whatever. I don't care. We've talked a few times, like said hi to each other and whatnot. But he reaches out to me at the end of COVID, like near the end, just randomly reaches out and goes, "You've completely changed my life. Like I haven't had a sip of alcohol, I haven't smoked. I've gotten into rock climbing, I've gotten into my physical fitness, I've cut my
Wow.
hair, and it was all because of you." Like,
Oh,
what? What did I do? Like I'm just here living, man. Like
yeah.
I appreciate the kind words. I appreciate what I've done for you, but it's like, whoa, I, I'm just a dude. I just
Just a
did what
kid.
I needed to do to survive,
Yeah.
right?
But
And yeah, it's incredible. It was insane.
it's kind of a good feeling though, like doing your little posts and stuff and
Hmm.
reaching people and it's inspiring.
Oh
It's got to
yeah,
be a good feeling.
it's like an ice cream sundae. The ice cream, I already have the ice cream, right? It's like the whipped cream, the sprinkles, the cherry on top, the chocolate drizzle, whatever. I mean, I don't mean to make you hungry. I know it's your dinner time, or actually, it's past
It's
dinner time for you.
bedtime.
It's oh, it's your
I
bedtime.
don't need it. Bedtime
No,
for me.
it's your dessert time, right? I don't
Yeah.
mean to make you hungry for that, but
There you go.
if Johnny's wife is listening, what I just said he might need.
Might need. I ain't got
Yeah,
no chocolate drizzle.
yeah.
Yarno, he said he's guided impaired people down ride downhill at bike park. We don't have excuses, Johnny. I feel
Exactly.
you. You know what? I just watched a video and it keeps coming up on my feed is it's a kid with one leg and one arm mountain biking.
Mhm.
And I'm like, what's my excuse? Why am I not doing it? One arm and one leg, and it's like opposite. I don't know if
Yeah.
you've seen it. And he's a
Mhm.
kid and he's shredding. He's
Okay.
jumping with one arm and one leg. So you're right, man. It's
Yeah.
not an excuse.
I mean, let me tell you another secret. Excuses are like assholes. Everyone has one, and they all stink.
And they all stink. I don't know. Mine might be fresh. If you no,
You hope, right?
I hope. I don't know. Zach, it's getting late. Great talk. Bye. No, I'm kidding. I don't want to keep you much longer. I know it is your dinner time, and you are a growing boy, and
I'm not growing. I'm full grown. Come
you're
on.
full grown. You kick
It's
my ass.
fine.
Young,
I don't
but
got anywhere to be, but I know you probably have somewhere to be, aka bed. But
not yet, but close.
Right, okay,
But
okay.
you've seen the show before. You know I like to wrap it up with the 10 rapid fire questions.
Ooh, okay.
Are are you ready for it?
Sure,
These are
sure. I
just
mean,
random
before
questions that
before you ask though, before you ask, is there anything else that you want me to go in detail with? Because right now I am an open book. You can always ask me questions. Feel free to ask me at any time. But is there anything else that you would like, maybe the viewers know or me to know? Like I'm
you,
all
you tell me this is your moment. Is there something that you would like to share that you haven't shared with?
No, there's not something I would like to share, but I was just asking you just to,
Ah,
make sure everything's off your chest because there has been times where I'm like, oh, I wish I brought this up, or oh, I wish I asked this, after I
oh,
talk to people or that sort of thing.
you know what's crazy about the darn podcast is that like once you hit the end stream, all of a sudden that conversation afterwards is where you wish you kept recording. You're like,
Exactly,
oh, there's
yes.
so much more. Oh, I got a question. Uh, still with family, still living at home, or are you free now that you're
It's California. It's very expensive, so I'm with family
yes.
still.
Good for
But
you.
I'm very grateful. I've two amazing parents. I love them dearly. They love me, and or at least I hope so. And you know, I've earned their trust throughout the years, and they're great. And they're just like, hey, if you don't have any money, you don't have any money. That's great,
Yeah.
right? We'll be here for you. I know you'll do the same, and we will. So,
Yeah,
um,
that's great to have
yeah.
that family backing to help, because nowadays, I mean, if I were to graduate college and I was moving to Miami, like, which is one of the most ridiculous housing markets in the country right now, I mean,
Oh
I
yeah.
couldn't live here.
No,
I
yeah.
I couldn't live here on what I make. I would be house broke. You know,
Jeez.
that's what,
Yeah, I would.
yeah,
I
it's,
don't
I mean,
even I don't
one
even make
bedroom
$1,000
apartment
a
is,
month.
what's
Okay,
that?
I don't even make 1,000 a month. I'm broke as hell.
Oh,
Come
okay.
on.
Okay, somebody give this kid a job that pays.
Yes, I need one desperately.
But you'll get there. I mean, like I said, you're just sowing your wild oats right now. You just graduated college.
Well, I graduated almost a year ago, so
Almost
yeah. So
feeling it out. You're
I've
working.
gotta pick things up. If I want to do what I'd like to do, but right now I am enjoying life a little bit, almost a little too much, but it's good.
Do
It's
it.
good. Yeah.
Do it. What's next for you? What can we
And
we'll look forward to? Zach, Tumor Warrior Media this year. Do you got anything cool lined up? Or
no, no, not anything cool. Just hopefully I get some good races in, and then I can move up. Actually, I do kind of have bigger plans with racing. I don't just want to move up one class next year. I want to move up two. So I'm racing beginner this year, but I honestly think that I'm fast enough to race in sport, but I want to move up to expert next year. So I
wow,
want to make that jump from beginner to expert. I know it's a big jump and I know it demands a lot. And I do plan on riding the bike a lot. I do plan on creating content. So you will not be seeing the last of me.
no,
I'll be on the internet for a
better not,
while,
better not.
hopefully. And that's something that I create to hope I can accomplish. I also hope on picking up some more sponsors, just to make it a little bit easier. And yeah,
Do you have any sponsors?
I do. I have two currently. I have Up Energy Protein Popcorn, which is Jason.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do that Colonel Satoshi, man. It's doing a lot better, and it's done a lot better than what I initially thought. But it's good because it's the only um so yeah, so
What?
me
Yeah,
cause
explain that.
yeah,
We're gonna get rich from Colonel Coin.
yeah, so cause I Jason helps out, and then I don't know if he wants his name out there as him creating like the meme coin, but we'll just call him Josh, right? That's
Okay.
not his name. We'll just say Josh, right?
Okay, Josh.
Um, but we all kind of it was him mainly created a meme coin based on some kettle corn. Actually, I have that branded kettle corn in my house. I'm not going to go off screen again unless you want me to. But we have the kettle corn. Basically, you buy the kettle corn. They put some amount of the commission into that meme coin, and it kind of grows it. And I believe, it's the first ever meme coin with an actual product associated to it.
Yeah, I
So
don't.
yeah, it's pretty cool. It's pretty nice. Um, I just threw in some money, just for fun. I was like, hey,
What
might as well. And yeah.
now? Explain what you're talking about. What's a meme coin?
So a meme coin, it's kind of like like I wouldn't say like it's a cryptocurrency. It's like Bitcoin, Dogecoin, all those like crypto meme coin sort of
Yeah.
things, so you have like a stock, right? You know how stocks work.
Yeah.
I kind of don't, to be honest. Even though I've learned it and I forgot it and that sort of thing. But with crypto, it's more of like a currency,
Yeah.
right? So if you have a token of Kern, how much is that's what Colonel Satoshi is. So if you hold one token of Kern, how much actual money will that be? That sort of thing.
Oh,
Yeah.
ooh, that's a lot. I thought you were just talking popcorn.
No, no, it's
Oh, well, I'll look into
yes. So your wife is right. Hawk Tuah girl did have a meme coin. The
it. Yeah, for
thing
a
is,
minute. And
though, she pumped that coin, and when it shot up super high, she sold all of her shares and rug pulled everyone. Just took their
yeah,
money, right?
she's actually got in
So
trouble for that, didn't she?
I think so. I think
Or
she's like
getting
in
in
jail
trouble
or
for that.
something. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, she got in trouble for that. We are a coin that is not going to rug pull, right? Our equity, we locked our equity for a year. They're probably going to lock it for even longer, if I'm correct. But it's there to stay. It's not. A lot of people are skeptical, like, oh, when are they going to pull the rug? That sort of thing.
Yeah.
It's like we're not. We're here to stay. If you want to buy it, you can. If you don't, you don't. That sort of thing.
Interesting. Up energy. That's good popcorn.
Yeah. It
That's
is
good.
good popcorn. I
It is
will
good.
be honest though. The protein popcorn, I do find it to be a little too much powder.
Huh.
Yeah, with some of their flavors, I do find it to be too powdery, and I know he recently had that question launched on his
Yeah.
story, is it too powdery? And most people said no, and I was like, "Oh, no, I think it's too powdery."
Oh, I
But
just like the mint. The mint one.
maybe it's with the popcorn I had, maybe it's just sat out a little bit, or not
Yeah.
sat out, but like maybe it's sat, in a bag for a little too long.
Yeah.
Maybe it's that,
I
I
like it.
definitely would try. It's good. It's good. Don't get me wrong. I love it. I just found it to be too powdery, but it's good. And then recently, talking about sponsors again.
Yeah.
Recently, I just picked up another sponsor, SSB.
Hmm.
So I picked them up as my bike maintenance sponsor. They have tire sealant, chain lube, and spray and wash. Super, super, super reliable. It's been like tested, like race tested and everything. Like it's
Yeah.
it's all reliable. It's super good. I love their product. Really love it. I've been using it for like a couple years now. It's great. I
Yeah.
haven't had a problem with it.
I have yet to try it. I've tried others. I have not sponsors, but semi-sponsors. My boys
Okay.
Pelli Bike Care, and then I just recently did a video with. And they didn't sponsor; they just sent it to me. It was this bear hugger stuff,
Okay.
which was a really good degreaser.
Yeah.
So one thing I do like about this,
Yeah.
doing this thing every now and then, someone will send you something. I
Oh,
don't get
yeah.
paid doing it, but I haven't had to buy too many products.
Yeah, it's good for
Get
sure.
a little kickback.
I really yeah, I really enjoy what they've done with their spray and wash, because not only does it corrode, or not corrode, it doesn't corrode. But not only does it get all the muck off, all the, dirt, the grease, everything off, but also when you wipe it off, it leaves a protective layer.
Oh,
So your bike is less susceptible to getting scratches. Obviously, if you send your bike straight into a rock, you're going to get a
yeah.
scratch. But I
Yeah.
mean, if like a rock kicks up and like usually it'd scratch like your paint, like it would
Yeah.
protect something like that.
Oh, I'm
So
gonna have to look into that.
yeah.
I mean, I know I've seen a million things, MTV Raging and
Hmm.
I know
Yeah.
what
Yeah.
was it?
MTV
Brett
Raging, he
Hall.
does it. He's a part of it.
Brett Hall, and I know
Yeah.
Eric Ride and
I
Dirty did
think
their.
Riding Dirty does it. I don't know if Brett does it. I think Brett and Mark switched over to Pelly.
Okay, I don't know, I'm not
So
sponsored, so I
I
can
don't know.
try everything.
That's what I think, at least. But yeah, I just I just recently got them as a sponsor, and I'm super happy about it. And their product is really great, and I love it.
That's awesome. Sponsorship, folks. If you have anything, or if you want to sponsor Zach, you can reach Zach on his stuff that's down here in the description. All right.
I would really like Rocky Mountain to comment on that sponsorship because I absolutely adore their bikes. Rocky
Rocky
Mountain is the
Mountain.
best.
I'll tag them down below.
Oh, thank you.
Okay. 10 rapid fire questions. You
All right.
ready? You locked and loaded.
Hang on. Let me get a drink of water first.
Get a drink of water. We're gonna have a drink. I don't have anything left. I got melted ice here. But look at
I
that.
still have stuff left.
He's got to refresh. He's got to hydrate, folks. First question. Favorite ice cream flavor?
Ooh, Oreo.
Oh, you got my wife right there. She's all
actually right now I'm eating Oreo cheesecake from Handel's. I want them as a sponsor. That'd be so good. Oreo or Handel's ice cream to be a sponsor
for a
that
mountain bike.
Amazing.
You're up there with your bike with a half a gallon.
Yeah, exactly. Just munching away on the ice cream.
Yes, my wife says cookies and cream.
Cookies
Folks,
and cream,
you can dial in.
cookies and cream.
Let me know.
They have a flavor that just came out. They call it Sticky Fingers, and it's like butterscotch, caramel, and like has like Butterfingers in it or something. Peanut butter ripple. Ooh, I love peanut butter. I love peanut butter as well.
Yeah, my sister, this is a family thing. I think we all cut our teeth on peanut butter. My dad was a big peanut butter eater. Anything chocolate peanut butter. That's hands down.
That'd be up there with my favorite flavor.
Now, what brand are you talking about?
Handel's ice cream.
I don't know from Handel's.
Yeah, so I think they're a chain on the West Coast, if I'm not mistaken. Actually, let me look this up.
Look this up. While you're looking it up, folks, drop your favorite ice cream down there in the comments section, because that's my kryptonite is ice cream. That's why I have the body that I have is ice cream, and I try not to eat much of it. What do you got there? He's looking it up. Looking it up. Handel's. If you've ever heard of Handel's, folks, I'm from the East Coast. I'm from the Atlantic East Coast, not from the Pacific.
You're gonna load? Okay.
I don't know. You got the laptop, brother.
Okay, it did load. We're good.
Okay.
It's loading ice cream, folks. It's only in Southern California, actually.
Huh.
Southern California.
So it's like a shop.
Yeah. Yeah. So
my fingers do that.
It's probably started as a shop and went to a chain, but it's some quality ice cream. I love it. So if you're out here for Ride and Shine, that is definitely somewhere you got to go.
I'm gonna look it up. Would you like to fly or run like the Flash?
Ooh, I know this isn't rapid fire. I know I'm taking too long to answer.
No, rapid fire is just a joke. It's just a saying because it never is rapid. It usually takes 10 minutes to get through 10.
I'd probably choose fly. Wait, question. If I can fly, can I bring stuff with me? Like if I want to go to a different mountain bike trail network, can I bring my bike and stuff with me?
Yeah, you can fly with your bike. I'm sure you can hold your bike long enough, or you could have like some kind of strapping system.
Okay, then yeah, fly. Definitely fly.
But think about how fast, if you could run that fast, think about how fast those pedals on the bike, you would go through tires left and right though.
Yeah, I would go through tires. Also, I would try to push myself too hard. I get hurt.
Plus flying, you get that view.
Yeah, you get a good view. You get to go anywhere. You get to skip traffic.
Yeah.
Right? You don't have to commute. You can just roll out of bed at 7:55, be at the doorstep at 7:59. You're good.
Boom. There's a Handel's in Pennsylvania just over the Maryland line. My wife, my sister, Jesus. That was a Freudian slip. I just saw the Uzeric real quick.
Yeah.
Share the same last name. Your first celebrity crush?
First and only would be Jennifer Aniston.
Wow.
Jennifer
Wow.
Aniston, there's something about her.
Oh, hold on. I gotta look mine up. I didn't even think of mine, but I know what's that girl from Who's the Boss?
Who's the boss? You mean she's the boss?
No,
Or
Who's
who's
the
the boss?
Boss? Back when I was a kid, it was Alyssa Milano.
Alyssa Milano.
Yeah, I
Gotta
was
show
a
me a picture of this. I gotta see
see,
this.
I'm so much older than you. Um, Who's the Boss? Alyssa Milano.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. My wife says
Who's
Zach Morris.
who's the girl in Weird Science?
Oh, you mean the tall older chick
The one that they
that he
made.
turned into? Oh,
Yeah.
come on. Weird Science, folks.
She's hot.
Well, yeah, we're getting in the deep questions now, folks. You better not leave now.
Yeah. This is
Weird,
this is
weird.
this is going we're going after hours, all right? It's past
This is what
Johnny's
I like.
bedtime.
This is what my
After
wife
hours.
likes. She goes, "This is the real stuff."
Yeah.
Kelly LeBrock.
Kelly LeBrock, yeah.
Yeah,
She's hot.
Sean Cassidy. God, my sister's really showing her age, and she's only 3 years older than me. Donna
Jeez.
Reed. Who's Donna Reed?
Look her up.
This is why this isn't a rapid fire. Donna Reed. It's a Wonderful Life. Is that the main actress in Donna? Okay. I'm learning things, man. We're
What
learning
does she
things.
look like? I gotta see what she look like.
Oh, it's like old.
So?
No, but I mean like black and white old.
So?
Okay. That's very pretty.
Not bad.
That's
Not bad.
yeah, a motherly figure, I guess.
Yeah.
All right. Dream car.
Porsche GT. No, wait. What is it? Oh my gosh. I'm blanking on the name. It's a Porsche. Oh no,
Porsche.
dream car. Sorry. Dream car. Duh. Lamborghini Murcielago. My bad.
Okay. Boom.
I'm talking about what I want right now. It's a
Lamborghini.
Porsche something.
I had a poster of a Lamborghini in my room when I was a kid, and now they are a dime a dozen where I live, and
Oh yeah.
they're not even sexy to me anymore. I see
Yeah,
a
exactly.
Bugatti every now and then. I'll be like, oh, that's
Mhm.
cool.
Yeah, that's how it is here.
Ferrari,
Ferrari,
I'll
Lambo.
go Lambo.
The Ferrari F40 and the Lamborghini Murcielago are probably the top two for me of all time.
1966 Nova SS. Kaz says,
Ooh,
"Ooh,
okay.
going classic. I just want a
Classic car.
truck.
Yeah,
I'm not a car guy.
yeah. I'm not that much of a
Do,
car guy.
do you have any phobias?
No,
Okay, good.
no.
Spiders.
I mean, the only thing I fear is God. So
Okay. But
I don't
spiders,
think that's a phobia though.
you shouldn't fear them.
That's the
But
only thing you should fear.
spiders,
Oh,
there's
spiders? Not. You shouldn't fear them. They're tiny little things. Actually,
oh,
to talk about this, actually,
Aston Martin's a nice one.
yeah, to see, I'm going back to night riding, right? This is how my brain works, right?
Uh-huh.
Talk about night riding with the spider thing. You will find so many spiders night riding, so many just chilling on the trail. It's astonishing. It's super cool. And
No, it's not.
yeah, it is. They're
It's like
always the
freaking me out just
tarantulas
thinking
you
about
can
it right
hold in
now.
your hand. You can, yeah, it's cool.
This is a thing in Florida, flying cockroaches. That's another one. They're big,
I think,
big.
wow. Okay.
Spiders, no. Like I'm seriously like the smallest of spiders will have me paralyzed. If I see one in my car, I'm gonna torch it. To
Really?
ride through webs.
Yeah.
I've ridden through webs before, and I've got my cardio out for the week from
Here,
doing
cause.
this.
Let me let you in on an inside tip. This is why you do not lead when you are on a night ride.
Oh yeah.
Right? You always let someone else go in front of you. Lizards. Oh, come on.
Oh yeah.
Lizards are so cute.
They're everywhere here, and my sister hates it. They're all over the place. You just walk out the door right now, they're all over the house.
Yeah. Send her to Arizona.
Name something on your bucket list.
I don't really have a bucket list, I'll be honest.
All right. All right.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm
you
living my
know,
bucket list.
I've already gone through so much where I nothing really excites me, you know?
Something's got to excite you. You love riding bike. Bikes excite you.
I mean, I love riding bikes, yeah, don't get me wrong,
Uh,
but, nothing like, there's nothing really that I haven't achieved or I can't achieve that I can do, right? Like, if I work hard enough, I feel like I can achieve it. I mean, except fly, 'cause people flying is impossible, but, you know?
yet.
W Okay, we're not gonna be able to fly
Really?
without a machine, okay?
If we just crack into that other 90% of our brain that we're not using, I'm sure we have the power to do it, Zach. I need some more
Mhm.
positivity out of you on this one.
Okay, I will let you in on something. Planes don't even fly. Like, we don't know how planes work. They just technically fall. But we're propelling them so fastly that they're falling, but being
To
pro
lift.
they're it yeah, I don't know. I
Yeah,
can't really
people are
explain
so
it.
amazed by it.
But yeah.
I'm still um early to rise or sleep in.
Now, I usually sleep in, like, that's usually my response, but now I wanna be someone early to rise.
Ooh, never. You know what? I'm at an age where no matter what, I'm so programmed. I get up at 7 without an alarm clock.
Okay. Yeah,
But
that's usually what I can do.
to be functional, it takes me way past 10 o'clock.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure, for sure.
I'm not.
That's why that's why I'm trying to wake up at 7 AM every day, because I know it takes me at least 2 to 3 hours to get functional, and
Yeah.
most of the rides that the mountain bike community go on, most of the races, most of everything in general happens at, like, 10 AM at the latest, right?
At
Most
the
of them happen
latest.
at 8 AM. There's no way I'd be doing that if I'd be sleeping in.
Yeah. I'm a 1 o'clock in the afternoon rider, if not even later.
3 o'clock and only. 3 o'clock and up. That's me.
Yeah.
But
If you could be in a TV show, what show would it be?
ooh,
You don't have to create your own, but if there's a show you like that you would like to be a part of.
the show. Okay, so it depends. If it's a superhero show, do I get the powers?
Yeah.
Okay, see, now that changes my answer. My first answer would be The Big Bang Theory. I love The Big Bang Theory. I
Oh,
watch The
okay.
Big Bang Theory all the time on repeat. I really love that show.
Yeah,
That
it's a great
show
show.
was amazing. I
Perfect.
wanted to go see it live, but you had to be 21 to see it because they served alcohol or something.
Really?
And yeah, hey, Finland, Fractured Rider has the same
Yeah.
response as me. Big Bang
Boom.
Theory, right?
Big Bang Theory.
Big
A
Bang Theory is
really good cast, funny as all
it,
get out. Yeah,
oh, it's
I would
great. It's
I would
great.
have
They did such a good job with the cast. You know, it there's no replicating that.
yeah.
Like, that show is goated. I mean, obviously, and then you have, "Oh, The Office is better," that sort of thing. Like, okay, like,
Never got
whatever.
into that.
Yeah, I just never got into it. I love The Big Bang Theory. I've gotten into it ever since I saw the first episode. I was like, "This
Yeah.
is the show.
Yeah, we
This
were
is
watching
amazing."
that religiously. I would go Seinfeld or Friends. That's more
Okay.
my
Okay, yeah, the Seinfeld, Friends, they're all great shows. I have nothing against them.
Big
Great
Bang
shows.
is up there though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's one of those that reached a certain level. Like I think they tried to cancel it at one point and then it came back.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, I think. Don't quote me. Don't quote me,
I'm
but
not. I'm not. I'm not gonna go to, like, the Tribune and be like, "Oh, Johnny, you quoted this." No, I'm not. Don't worry. But
okay.
if it were a TV show where I'd get the powers, it'd probably be like the Clone Wars or some Star Wars sort of thing.
Okay.
Because being a Sith, like, I know people are like, "Oh, he'd be on the light side." No, no, no. I'd be on the dark side.
Oh, he's
That'd
a
be
dark.
awesome. I would love to be on the dark side.
He's got a streak in him, folks.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny. The Sith. I never watched the Clone Wars thing. I'm an
Yeah.
old man though. Okay, a food combo you can't get behind, meaning like
Pineapple on pizza.
thank you. I was gonna say fries and a frosty.
Pineapple on no fries. Whoa! Fries and a frosty. The
It's pretty good.
saltiness mixed with the sweetness. Oh, that is amazing. The one
Pineapple
I
and pizza.
can't get behind, pineapple on pizza.
Thank you.
You gotta be insane to like pineapple on pizza.
No, I think
What?
that's one step closer to serial killer.
Exactly.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
that's oh man.
that's yeah, and I know if you're watching and you do it and you're angry at us for saying that, fine.
I'd
Salt
like
and
to change my
caramel.
answer. I'd like to change my answer about the TV show. I would love to be an Avatar: The Last Airbender. That would be
Okay.
amazing. I don't know if you've seen Avatar: The Last Airbender, but
Oh,
it is I think it's one of the greatest shows I've ever witnessed. I mean, it's a short time, obviously, but you know, I that show was amazing. I rewatched the crap out of that show. I would watch that show until I would fall asleep. That show was awesome.
wait a minute. I almost said the wife can. It's got the same last name. I just looked. Cheese and seafood. Who's putting cheese on seafood?
Okay, yeah, I can't get behind that one. Cheese and seafood. I mean, it might taste good, but I don't think
Well,
it does. The Italian. Okay, yeah, that's disturbing.
what is
That's not even weird. That's disturbing. That
Judge
shouldn't be no.
Mr. Fracture right over there? Go to Sweden. They put bananas on pizza over there. That is just
You won't be cramping, I'll tell you that.
I'm not I'm not I'm not going there because of that now. I was planning on going next week. It's not happening now.
Yeah,
Okay.
I was actually gonna drive over there, right after the show. I just ruined it.
Okay. And the last one, the hardest one, is a hot dog a sandwich?
No, it's a hot dog.
It's a meat in between two pieces of bread. Folks, we're gonna need a consensus on this one.
Okay.
But it's a hot dog. It's not like a sliced meat.
No, it's not sliced meat, but I mean,
We're really cracking the
actually, you know what? Yeah, it is okay, it is a sandwich. I think sandwich is a broad term of what that kind of food is because you have cheesesteak, right? You don't call it a sandwich, you call it a cheesesteak.
yeah.
You have,
What is it? A
a
cheesesteak sandwich?
submarine sandwich, right? Right?
Yeah.
It's a type of sandwich. So
Okay.
yeah, it's a type of sandwich. I mean, people don't normally say it's a sandwich. They normally say it's a hot dog, but it's a type of sandwich.
It's a type of sandwich. You really broke that down well.
Thank you.
This is going to be my reel, I think, out of this whole conversation. That was well thought out.
That was thinking on the fly.
My wife says no, it's a meat in between one bread split in almost half. Okay, it's a type of
No,
sandwich.
it's not
That's
almost half.
somewhat
It's
of
more than almost half because you cut it more than almost half. You don't cut it almost half, you cut it more than almost half.
My wife says this question is so awful. You're sleeping in the guest room tonight. Okay. Well, she's yelling downstairs. She goes, but it's two pieces of bread.
It's almost two slices,
Like a
right?
submarine sandwich
Yeah.
isn't two pieces of bread. It's a
No,
roll
submarine
sliced down the
sandwich is
middle.
cut, almost
I think
fully,
Zach summed it
right?
up best, folks.
It's still a sandwich. It's a type of
It's a hot
sandwich.
dog sandwich.
Yeah, it's like saying, you know, grape sorbet is a type of dessert. No, no, that's not good.
No.
Grape ice cream. Let's say grape ice cream. Disgusting thought, but grape ice cream, right? That'd be a type of ice cream. People don't think it's an ice cream, but it's a type of ice cream.
It's a type of, and if anybody's making that, I have never had a grape ice cream. And
Yeah,
I
I
don't
have
know.
questions if you make that.
Yeah.
Please inquiry Tumor Media because
Hey, Yarno is not. It's not a sandwich. And she said, my wife says she'll see herself out. All right, I think we really got that one good. That was a good one, man. That churned up the comment section over there.
yeah.
So again, don't want to take up any more of your time. We're going on almost
Mhm.
2 hours here, but Zach, I appreciate you so much coming on and bringing us up to date with
Mhm.
everything that's
Yeah.
going on with
I
you.
mean, thank you for having me on,
Oh,
and Johnny's wife. I thank you for allowing him to be able to shoot the podcast. I know that was kind of a little question, like, oh, gotta ask the wife, that sort of thing, right? And
no, she loves not
I'm not
having me
making it.
there.
And don't get me wrong. I'm not making it sound that you're controlling. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying thank you for allowing him to be on. That sort of thing.
It's
Thank you for
only
allowing him
four,
out here.
it is
It's
only
only
4
4
a.m.
a.m. Only.
Only 4 a.m. in Finland.
Jeez.
This guy runs it just he's like an energizer bunny, I guess. And then he works and then he goes and skis, snowboards, mountain bike. He's the energizer bunny, really.
Yeah.
Love him to death.
Okay.
Zach, thank you so much
Yeah. Yeah.
for
Thank
coming
you.
on.
It's been great.
It's been a blast. This has been so much fun. Everybody in the comment section, thank you guys for watching live.
Right, left. Where is it?
Yeah, it's always the
Yeah.
opposite. Thank you so much
Yeah.
for watching, folks, afterwards, because I know there's always a lot of views after this. People can't make it.
Mhm.
Plus, it's Sedona Mountain Bike Fest right
Oh.
now, so a
Oh
lot of
wow.
people
It's
are.
this weekend.
Yeah, they're all out there right now.
Oh geez. I
Yeah,
did not know.
you and I missed out. I missed out again. So, but anyway,
Don't worry,
folks,
I missed out. I'm
thank
at
you so
home.
much. All his stuff is down there. If you're new and you don't know Zach, you can find his Instagram, his YouTube, and his website. And if you're in Arizona or Sedona, oh, a kitty cat says goodbye.
Down below. Down below.
Bye. Oh, we got a kitty cat saying goodbye. And if you're in Sedona, be safe, folks. Have a great time. Zach and his kitty, thank you, man.
He's a star.
Appreciate. Folks, if you can, you know what to do. Go get your bikes dirty.